Okay, it's the reading for Sagittarius. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Spirit, what are the messages you have for Sagittarius? What are the messages you have for Sagittarius? Or whoever is watching. Well, they tried to come out and then flew back in. Peace. That Holy Spirit dove energy. A lot of you guys are at peace. We got the land of milk and honey down here. So if a lot of you guys are going through something, this is Spirit's way of letting you know they want you to be at peace. Okay? It's also the number 23, which breaks down to a 5, which is change, travel, freedom. So a lot of you guys could be going through some type of transformation. Thinker. Okay. So a lot of you guys are doing like overthinking. You're thinking of like, what if this? Look, it's back at the bottom again. So a lot of you guys are thinking like, oh, what if this? What if that? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if I could have done this different? And I just feel like God is trying to tell you to be at peace about something. Okay? So maybe there's something you're dealing with where you felt like you could have changed a certain situation or made something different. And like the Spirit, Holy Spirit, God is like trying to tell you like, hey, there's nothing you could have done in that situation, and just kind of go with the flow of things. Like everything's in perfect order here. Yeah, it says a fork in the road. So some of you guys, and then we have number 13, which is also the number of like death in tarot. Some of you guys lost somebody too. Somebody could have passed on, and you are like, you know, thinking maybe you could have done something different in that situation to help that person, or they're trying to tell you to be at peace. Okay, it was time for them to take that path. It was time for them to go that way. You know, death comes for all of us, and we can't, there's nothing we can do, no matter how they went or when they choose to go or when God chooses to take them. But some of you guys are like at a crossroads and you're trying to decide, should you go this way or go that way? And that card, if I was to read it, it actually talks about there is no wrong choice. So if you're overthinking something, just be at peace, because there's no wrong choice. Yeah, and then we have chaos and conflict, but it came out in the reverse. Okay, number 33, which is the number of Jesus, Christ consciousness. I feel like the road that you're choosing to take, or they're guiding you to take, is the one that doesn't have chaos and conflict in it. So maybe you're thinking of going back to an old situation, which was nothing but chaos and conflict. Or maybe somebody's coming back into your life who caused you a lot of chaos and conflict, and you're trying to decide, should you go back to that? And I feel like Spirit is trying to guide you in this situation to take the road of peace. Okay? So a lot of like the chaos, the conflict that you've been dealing with is coming to an end. Yeah, there's a change in the wind. So you may not understand this at the moment. Like maybe you did lose somebody. Maybe you got out of a relationship, or maybe you're going through a divorce. You lost a child. I mean, I don't know. There's something that is occurring with you, Sagittarius, or whoever you're watching, and you don't realize it, but this is where they're taking you. They're taking you to this land of milk and honey, because no matter how many times I shuffle these cards, this keeps ending back up at the bottom. So the change in the wind talks about bracing yourself because there's a storm coming. But I feel like the storm's already come. And I feel like you've went through this storm, and you know, after the storm, You know what happens in a storm? Sometimes they really like suck. I paused for a minute because my camera is picking up on something in the front. Hold on, let me pause it. Hold on. Okay, there was nothing there. So if you have lost somebody, that person's spirit is around you, okay? That is definitely. But like I said, after the storm, you know, like storms suck. So say if a tornado comes through, it can destroy everything in its path. But then it's time, and then you can like rebuild, and then like the storm passes, and then the rainbows come out, and the sun comes back out, and like there's rainbows down here. So a lot of you guys, wow, these cards, before I could even shuffle, these 3 cards just flipped over. So we have the fates. So this was fated to happen. I feel like spirit is changing things in your life, and it can be kind of scary, but God knows what he's doing, okay? Because you have this higher power here. A lot of you guys could be seeing the number like 888 too. There's like abundance coming towards you, because I'm seeing a lot of like this 4, then there was 4 over there, then we have an 8 here. But anyway, this was fated. So whatever change that you're going through, no matter how bad it may seem at the moment, you have to give it to God, okay? Because God is taking over here. God is in control of this, no matter how hard it is for you to wrap your head around it. And maybe you're going through this and you're really like getting hit really hard, and you're like, you know what, God, I can't handle any more storms, okay? But I can see here you have a higher power cleaning this up, because this animal is cleaning the spirit realms up for you, cleaning people out of your life, certain situations out of your life. He's pushing it up into the air. That's how I know this is spiritual. Okay, so this is like a spiritual cleanup that you guys are going through. This was fated. This is destiny at play here. But you have a higher power. I also feel like for some of y'all, and I don't like to mention this a lot because it's so negative, but anybody who did try to send you like negative energy, God is like taking that out, removing that off of you. I don't know, can you see these dice over here? I keep staring at them because do you see this Libra, Libra, Libra? That's justice. Like, I keep being drawn to that. And so I know there's like karma at play here, especially with the 8 showing up. 8 is karma, power, money. So not only are you getting financial increases, you're also getting karmic debts cleaned out here. Blockages are being removed. And then we have regeneration. This is like Scorpio energy. This talks about a death and a rebirth. It talks about how something can die and then be replaced by something even better. Matter of fact, if you go to my YouTube page and you go under the community section and you scroll down till I think late November, you'll see the actual meaning of this card. I posted it. Somebody sent me the meaning of it. This also talks about how you are going to you're going to feel as if you've been favored by the gods. I just seen the number 911 on the clock. So whatever's left your life, it's being replaced. This is like a death and a rebirth. You know, sometimes when we lose somebody, it's really hard because you can't hear that, you can't actually physically see them no more, or maybe even hear them. But if you listen, you can actually hear them. But it's also, death can be beautiful. And I know it's hard to say something like that, but all of us will go through death. And so there's something very beautiful here going on. So if you've experienced a loss, it's like God is trying to remind you that there's a regeneration going on. Like, there is no birth without death. It's like, it's a process to celebrate a birth and to celebrate a death. You know, celebrate that person's life. But they're not gone. Don't ever think that they're gone. They're not. Souls never die. Whoever this is that I'm picking up on, you're being watched. You're being watched by this person who's crossed. For others of you, this is also somebody else is watching you, but I really feel like this has to do with the loss. This has to do with God, the divine. You're being watched over. You're being observed. Yeah. See, you're in this mourning. You're in this mourning process. It's because of the never-ending story. Some of you guys are crying over and over and over about this, and you can't seem to pull yourself out of that. You're telling yourself a never-ending story, whether it's, you know, I'll never get to see this person again, or I'll never get that love again. I'll never, you know, have that child. Something. Maybe you're older and you're thinking that you're, you know, that there's just nothing left for you. That's not true. Spirit wants you to get out of that mindset. Stop overthinking this and start seeing the beauty in everything, whether it's death, whether it's life, whether it's a bee or a bird or the grass or the flowers. Just see the beauty in everything. And I feel like I'm talking to a Sagittarius or whoever you're watching, you went through a lot. And it's so much to the point where you've been windblown. Like, people have tried to knock you off your pedestal, but you still stay standing. Like, you're still here. It's like this storm tried to blow you over, but you withstood it. You're withstanding the storm. The here and the now. And so this is what Spirit's trying to tell you with the here and the now. If you've never heard of Dolores Cannon, you should go watch her. She talks about how we're all just a frequency. And this goes for people who have died too, by the way. We're just a frequency. Everything's a frequency. So, like, imagine a cell phone tower, and it has to send out these signals to cell phones in order to get, like, service. Well, if you're focused on the past, or you're too focused on the future, and you're not in the present moment in time, that tower can't find you to give you service because you're on a different timeline. You're not in the present moment. So it's a matter of focusing on the here and the now, not on what's gone, not on what's coming, but just living every day in the moment. And that's how you attract abundance. That's how you attract love. Because you're not, you just trust God. And if you are somebody who's going through something, and you know, you're depressed or something, I want you every day to get up and say, God, I don't know what you're doing, but I trust you. And when you start saying things like that, you're sending out a frequency that no matter what the hell comes your way, you are going to trust in the divine, trust in God. And that's when you'll notice a shift. Okay? But it's a frequency. So, like I said, if you're thinking and you're mourning the past, you're in the past, and that frequency can't find you. And if you're stuck on a past person, then that's what the universe is going to continue to give you, because you're still stuck on that frequency. That's why you can't fake a frequency. Like, you can pretend you're over somebody or over something, but they know, like, the universe knows. So there's a a huge message here of letting go and just trusting God and living day by day and not letting what has happened to you get the best of you. Like, stay in the present moment. And the reason they want you to stay in the present moment is because this is coming in. They came out together. You have a soulmate coming in here. Also, for those of you who lost somebody who's on the other side, they're coming through heavily in this reading because they were your soulmate. Whether they were your dad, your mom, your lover, your friend, your child, best friend, it doesn't matter, aunt, uncle, grandpa, whoever you had a really close soulmate connection with is really resonating in this reading. But for others of you, this is a lover coming in. But for those of you who have somebody who's just crossed, they are here and they want to co-create with you. And the way that you co-create with somebody who's crossed over is just talking to them. You ask them, you incorporate them into your day. Okay, so say if your dad died or your mom or whoever, you just speak their name and say, hey, do you want to do the day with me? And you just start incorporating them into your routine. And I know it sounds crazy, but it really is a thing, okay? But they're helping you co-create. But I feel like here in the natural realms, the physical realms, somebody is coming in, okay? You could also have been seeing the number like 555. That's huge here. I'm also seeing a 5 reoccurring in the 8s, and the 4s. So you could be seeing like 444, okay? But you have a soulmate here who's coming in to co-create with you, to build with you. This is the number of wealth here, 28. Yeah, see, there was something you're being asked to let go of. Somebody had to leave your life, or somebody's about to leave your life, or you left somebody's life. It was time for them to go, okay? But somebody is coming in. Yeah, look, here goes the ancestors. I knew it. There's a huge ancestor presence in your reading today. This is the ancestors. They're helping remove blockages. So ask whoever you know who has crossed, ask them to remove blockages from your love life and from your finances. You're going to be very blessed here. We have number 11 and number 22, which are both master numbers. And if you put those together, it equals a 33, which is the Christ consciousness number. So we have all 3 master numbers out here in this reading, 11, 22, and 33. You have these ancestors who are bringing in help. You're about to get a huge blessing from this ancestor. Yeah, you're about to be very happy. Because right now you can't see it. Like I said, you're in this orphaned energy. A lot of you are really depressed. You feel left out in the cold. You're missing somebody. You're missing something. And so I feel like this reading is like a call for you to understand what's happening. Storms don't last forever. You know, they just don't. You're about to be very happy. It's like it's a night and day energy here. Yeah, look, you have some type of gift coming in, a huge gift. You're going to get a message about this. So you're about to receive some type of good news. Yeah, look, here goes, see, this is what I'm talking about. Here goes that Libra energy I was picking up on. You guys have good karma. This is due, like, no matter what you've went through, just know that you have really good karma here. And you feel like you're in between worlds. So it's like you're going from the dark to the light. And then we have why. See, a lot of you don't understand why this happened. You don't understand why somebody crossed. You don't understand why somebody cheated on you, why somebody left, or why you lost your child. You don't understand it. But you need to understand God does, and He doesn't make mistakes. And all of this is for the betterment of your soul. Some of you have went through like really great abuse, or maybe you've experienced a lot of death in your life. That's because you're supposed to help others get through that. Like, you're supposed to be like a testimony to others. Like, if I got through this, you can get through this. And you'll start to notice that God will put people on your path who have went through what you went through. That's because you're supposed to help them. Okay? So, a lot of you are going from the dark to the light. And I feel like those who have been done wrong are receiving their karmic justice here. Like, things are really going to start going in your favor. What other messages do you have for them, Spirit? Who's coming towards them? Virgo energy. The damn Virgo. Like I said at the bottom, I told you, a lot of you guys are getting justice. Some of you guys have been hermiting, going within. This is also the magician. And now he's the hermit. He's very wise. Heavy hangs the man's head who is full of like wisdom. This is also number 9, completion. So somebody did cross. Somebody's crossed. They're watching you. This ancestor's watching you. They're shining a light on you. Yeah, they want you to stop. Whoever this ancestor is, you're really overthinking. They're repeating the same story as they did with the oracles. Remember when the peace card came out and then the thinker card came out? There's something about you're overthinking something, and this ancestor's telling you to stop it. Stop it. There's nothing that could have been done different. There's nothing you could have said. This is nothing that you could have done. Yeah. Like I said, they're repeating the oracles. You felt left out in the cold with the orphaned. Somebody has left your life and you feel the loss. You're feeling their loss. But I want you to know that this ancestor is free. They're free. They're happy. Okay? So maybe you didn't get to talk to him before they crossed, but they are free. They want you to know they're free, that they're happy. Okay? When I do ancestor readings, when the Fool comes out, that means that there's a spirit showing up and they want to talk. Okay. This ancestor wants you to know that they love you and that they made it to the good side. So in tarot, this is the angel that's over like Adam and Eve. They're in heaven. So they want you to know they made it to the good side. So if that was something you're worried about, they want you to stop overthinking about that. They made it to a good side. They're in a good place. They're happy. Angels escorted them personally into this area that they're at. They're in a very happy place. They're not in pain anymore. There's also somebody coming towards you, Sagittarius, besides the ancestor reading, okay? There's somebody coming towards you who could be like in lack, or they feel left out in the cold. They could be doing like a lot of overthinking about you, but they're about to come towards you. I feel like you quit giving to this person because the 6 of Pentacles is in the reverse, okay? So I kind of feel like it was like a switch up here. Almost like this ancestor was like, I made it, okay, quit worrying, and then it's almost as if they just left the reading. So somebody had to hear that. Because there's a different energy coming in here. There's somebody here coming in your life. I feel like they could be feeling left out in the cold by you. You could have ghosted them, or maybe they ghosted you. I feel like you quit giving to this person, though. But they view you as the Ten of Pentacles. Virgo energy. Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Back to the ancestor, because I'm not done yet with that. I'm not done with it yet. Because there's two, I'm in between worlds, just like these cards said. Right now, I'm at a spiritual and a physical. You guys have somebody coming here who feels left out in the cold. They feel like you have the ability to give them the Ten of Pentacles. They see a life with you. They see a future with you. They have love for you. But whoever you are who's lost, it's a male ancestor mostly. It feels like this person is watching you. He's watching you. He's going to watch you get married too, or maybe you already are, or you're going to be. But this is him. He's watching you, and this bridge crosses to the other side. He wants you to know not only did he make it to the good side, but he's still here. This is a death and a rebirth. This is that regeneration that we talked about. Okay, so this person's died, and then they came back. They're here. They're not gone. They're with family. They're in a good spot. Now, back to the physical realms. You got somebody coming in here from the past who feels left out in the cold from you. They're in their emotions about you. And they are in the Five of Pentacles, but they feel like with you, they could have the Ten of Pentacles. This person feels like you're a very hard worker. And they also feel like you're a fighter. You've been through a lot. This ancestor is also acknowledging that. You've been through hell and back. And I feel like the ancestor who crossed also was a fighter. In the vice versa tarot deck that I have, that Knight of Wands talks about, there's like a lady that looks like she's in a cave. And she's like, has her hand out to this guy. And she's like inviting him into this cave. And inside of the cave is like a spiritual rebirth it talks about. It's called the Vice Versa Tarot. So if that's something you're interested in, they sell it on Amazon. It's really amazing. I can't help but feel like whoever does spiritual work that's watching, the ancestor who crossed is also inviting you into this cave to help you go through like a spiritual rebirth. Also, the ancestor who crossed is also inside of that cave right now. They're going through a spiritual rebirth process. Sometimes they are reincarnated, okay, real quickly. Sometimes they stay on the earth planes. Everybody's different, but they're in some type of a spiritual place, a really happy place, though. But whoever this is on the physical realms that's returning into your life, they know you're very guarded. They know you're focused on your work. Yeah, I mean, they know you're focused on your work. Now, this is also that, you know, the soulmate co-creating card. This is the co-creation card in the Oracle we've seen. So this is a definite repeat of a message. You have an ancestor who wants to co-create with you on your work. Okay, so make sure you're adding them into your daily routine. As far as the physical realms, somebody's returning because they want to create with you. They want to build with you. They want to work with you. Yeah, this person's trying to hurry and rush in before you get away. Because whoever this person here, that's returning, they know that you're moving on from them. And they're going to try to stop you. They're going to try to stop you from getting on this boat and moving on. It's the Knight of Wands. I feel like this could be y'all. There's another oracle deck I pulled the other day. I think it's in here. It talks about here it is. I want to read this to you because this card, it looks like a horse. It's called the Horseman, and it's in this oracle deck. I don't know if I can find the... Anyway, it's a horse, okay? And he reminded me of the Knight of Wands. Okay, so check this shit out. See, there's some real big spiritual stuff happening in this reading. It says, when the Horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. See, you guys heard some bad news. You just got out of a storm or something. This is your task is to point out the beautiful when others only see the ugly, not the possible. No matter how impossible it may seem, this does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. I almost want to cry because I know there's somebody watching and you're really going through it. And I know God had me get on here, okay, to do this for y'all. It says, become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage to show it on again. The Horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial, but sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will become you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the Horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news, and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. So, whoever this ancestor is, damn it, they're not dead. They are very much alive, and they want you to know they're back on the show stage, okay? They are here. They are not gone. And this was a go-getter. So whoever this is I'm talking to, this ancestor wants you to know that they're back, okay? It says, proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. So whoever it is that's lost somebody, they're not gone. They may be reincarnating here. I don't know if they're going to stay on the earth planes, because a lot of them like to do that. Some of them go and reincarnate. It just depends. But whoever this one is, they want you to know the show must go on, and they're in the show. And this ancestor wants to co-create with you. Okay? They have crossed. When I do past on love and readings, this is them crossing. They've crossed. They made it safely to the other side. But they're back. Like, they want to co-create with you. They want to be part of your day. They want to work with you. They want to create with you. This was a fighter. This could have been somebody who went suddenly. Like with the Knight of Swords, it was sudden. Like, boom, death came for them and they didn't have time to tell you goodbye. Now, I'm also getting, here in the physical realms, it's just like I said, I keep going back and forth. I feel like there's somebody coming towards you also that this ancestor may not like. Like, you see how these cards are right behind each other? There could be somebody coming in who wants to play games with you. This ancestor could want to cut their ass. So just be aware of that. Yeah, I knew it. Because I could hear them. I could hear their voice. There's somebody coming in who wants to try to play you for a fool, Sagittarius, and you're not. This ancestor's not having it. This ancestor's not having it. Because you're in the Nine of Pentacles. This is down at the bottom. This Two of Swords and the vice versa. I really think y'all should go get that deck. I've really been learning it a lot, but this Two of Swords and the vice versa tarot, which is Libra, by the way, it talks about a need to protect yourself. And oh my God, it's so crazy that I keep saying this. This whole reading, I've been saying the physical and the spiritual realms. Holy shit. So yeah, you guys need to protect yourselves. So you need to pray. You need to pray. And if this is resonating with you and you know who this ancestor is, you need to incorporate them into your prayers with Jesus and with God, of course, or whatever you believe in. This is a need for protection in the spiritual and the physical realms. Because you have somebody coming in here with this Knight of Wands who is going to try to steal something from you. They're plotting on something. They view you as the Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. They could be trying to get you to give to them. They're trying to hide this. This ancestor is going to fuck this person over, though. Whoever this is a warning. If you're a cross watcher and you're planning on hurting a Sagittarius or trying to scheme on a Sagittarius, my advice is to you to do not do it. The ancestor reading, presence I'm feeling here does not fuck around about y'all. I'm talking about this ancestor will fuck your whole life up. If you come fucking with Sagittarius or whoever's watching. If you're plotting, or I don't care who you are, I'm telling you for your own good. If you're planning on doing anything sneaky, you better just go figure something else out, because there's an ancestor here who is a warrior, and I feel like this is somebody who will do some damage to anybody who messes with y'all. I mean, serious damage. But somebody's coming in here. This ancestor don't like them. This ancestor is waiting for this person. It's like, I don't know who this, whoever this is, they keep saying they're going to fuck around and find out. They're going to fuck around and find out. That's what this ancestor is saying. I can hear them. They're waiting. They're waiting. Oh my goodness. Look what's down here at the bottom. Your intuition knows this. You've already been enlightened. Here you are. You're worried about something. You've been worried about something. And this ancestor's like, nah, you ain't got shit to worry about. You've already been enlightened. This is also a child energy. So there's something about like a parental child relationship. But you are the secret keeper. You were initiated. If you do spiritual work, or you've been being called to do spiritual work, if you're a Sagittarius, you're always being called to do spiritual work, by the way, because you're the 9th house. You have been initiated by the divine. You have these secrets. You have secret knowledge that you're supposed to be sharing with the world. And you're also somebody who, you take your pain and you alchemize it into your passion. You're getting peace like poured out upon you. But you know this person's coming. This could be a pattern. Maybe this is a pattern you do with somebody. They go in and out of your life. They come back. It's time to cut the pattern off. Somebody views you as the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. They feel like things are going in your favor, because they are. Look at this shit. The moon again. There's something about the sun and the moon. It's that soulmate energy. You guys have a really strong presence of a soulmate who's crossed that is with you. Whoever the Knight of Wands is, they view you as somebody who's very stable. You could be like a business owner, or you have the ability to be if you would do your spiritual work. But you're in the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Things are balancing out in your favor. Some of you guys could have a fear of the unknown, especially if you've lost somebody close to you and you don't know what the future holds. Some of you need to go out under the moon. You've been initiated. You've been initiated by the High Priestess. Once you go into the initiation process, you're going to cross through it. You're going to cross through the initiation process and become a full-blown High Priestess. Or Hierophant, if you're a male. Now is the time to listen to energies. You need to listen to the energies. Feel the energies that are coming towards you. You need to be like the Queen of Cups. She's very intuitive. Some of you guys have an Isis imprint on you, I'm hearing. You go all the way back from the Egyptian days. The King and the Queen of Cups, you guys, there's a soulmate here who's crossed, and you guys lifetime after lifetime have been playing different roles. So you could have been father, daughter, mother, son, but you've been doing this from the Egyptian days, I'm hearing, and this is crazy because I'm picking up on this. Some of you guys have a Isis imprint on you. If you don't know who she is, go Google her. They killed her lover, and then they strung his body parts all over, and she sent out birds to go, like a bird, to go gather all his body parts. Some of you were these high priests and high priestesses in different lives, and you're getting initiated. You're getting called. You have a calling. Yeah. To reunite with your past, to remember who you are. You guys are going through a spiritual awakening. You see how her eyes are closed? But you're remembering. There's something about your remembering. It's like you're getting illumination. The moon is like there's a lot of hidden with that High Priestess energy. But you're remembering the past. You're starting to come back and remember who you are. It's a coming back together with self. And there are people from your past who also want to return and reunite with you. And then there goes the spark. This is the creation. This is what they're trying to get you to do. This is the hand of the divine trying to give you this spark. And when you do, You're going to create long-term stability for you and for your family. You've been given a creative idea to start something. I don't care what it is. It may not even be spiritual work. You may be a really good baker, and they're trying to tell you to go sell your baked goods, or maybe you know how to barbecue, go make plates. Like maybe you can sew something. I'm talking to somebody. But a lot of you have a spiritual calling, because this goes back to the Egyptian days. Which one of you just found like an orange cat? Did you get an orange cat lately? Because orange is the number 33. It's a Christ consciousness number. I don't know who that's for, but somebody has an orange cat, and you know that you're supposed to start this spiritual business. They're pushing you to this endeavor and to your destiny here. Now back to the spiritual realms. You have somebody from your past rushing in to reunite with you. They want a brand new passionate beginning. They're coming at you really quickly. This person likes to play mind games with you. This is somebody who doesn't like to lose. They like to one-up you. They like to be the winner. They don't care who they hurt in the process either. This person's been contemplating how to come back to you, how to get you back in their good graces, how to heal things with you. And they don't want you to drop them. This person could be having a lot of burdens right now, but they don't want you to drop them. This person wants to heal things with you because they know that you're a star. Yeah, they don't want you to get away. This person's coming back. They do not want you to get away. They want to reunite with you. You're being watched also by this ancestor. You see that eagle watching you. There's somebody here who also wants to choose you. They could have rejected you in the past, but now they want to come back and choose you. If you guys lost a father, they're watching you. If you lost a father, this father's watching you. And they're communicating to you. And they view you as this Queen of Swords. So this is somebody who, look, they match you. This is somebody who knows you've went through a lot of death and rebirth. The butterflies here. They want you to use your sword as an antenna, because it's an antenna unto the heavens. You have a clear channel unto the heavens. A lot of you are mediums. This ancestor's talking to you. They're speaking to you. They want to talk to you. They want to give you victory. They want to give you success. And they want you to manifest your ass off because you're the magician. Some of you guys are just starting your process. Especially if you've just lost a father. You have the gift of mediumship. The father wants you to use him as a guide to talk to him. To help you get this going. Because the very first card is the Hermit. Which he is the magician. So we have the beginning. This is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The 1, the 9. The 1 and the 9. Beginning, completion. Beginning, completion. So a lot of you are just at the beginning stages of your purpose. But when you get down to the end of it, you're going to be very wise. Whoever this father figure was, he was very wise, and he was at his, it was time for him to go. It was, his life was completed. And now part of his role on the other side is to watch you. He could use eagles, hawks, or owls specifically. But he chose you. He's watching you. You see how he's watching you from here. He's trying to tell you that you are going to be a star. He's watching you. See how he's holding the world? And then here he is holding the world. And then he sends out his birds to watch you too. You guys have done this multiple lifetimes. You and this ancestor from the beginning of time. Now, the magician, the way that he works, he manifests. He has everything he needs. And I try to teach you this all the time. I teach you guys this all the time. You have the love, the money. You have the sword for communication. You have the Ace of Wands, which is to create. You bring heaven down to earth. Heaven down to earth. That's how you manifest, is through prayer. And I've told you this multiple times. You're taught to pray to like God and Jesus, which you should, or whoever you believe in, that's up there. But don't forget the ancestors. A lot of people don't teach you to pray to an ancestor. A lot of people will teach you they're in a grave, they're dead, they're not alive. That's bullshit. They are alive. They never die. And whoever this is calling you to fulfill what you're supposed to be doing here on earth. They're going to help you from the other side. They're going to co-create with you. You're also manifesting out. This is a family. They want you to know that they're also with family. They're happy now. But they haven't forgotten you. Just because they crossed doesn't mean anything. You're still their family. A lot of you are manifesting a family. Manifesting your divine counterpart. And you're going to get it. And you're protected. So and you notice how I put this star here? It was over here somewhere. But you're protected. You're protected. You see the infinity? You're protected. So your gift, your calling is protected. You're being protected. And there they are. They crossed. This ancestor crossed. Scorpio energy. To death and a rebirth. They're confirming again that they have crossed. They're no longer confused. And that they're coming back. This is the wheel of reincarnation. And this was all happened in divine timing. So everything played out. This ancestor, the way that they crossed, it was their time. And they want you to get it out of your head that you could have done something different, or you could have said something different. They want you to get this illusion, this brain fog off of you. They want you to know that they love you very much. Oh, they love you a lot. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness, look. Whoever this ancestor is, they want you to know that they love you. Oh my goodness. I mean, every cup of love. And then we have the doves. We have the Scorpio dove. The Scorpio dove's here. Look, this ancestor is just pouring out love, and they want you to know they're happy. Okay, you see how he showed how he died. Okay, and then he's like, I love you. I really, really love you. No, I mean, I love you. And then this ancestor is going to help you take this pain and turn it into your passion, into your creation. You were a child. You're the child. Whoever's watching this, you're the child. They were the parent. I mean, good Lord, you are this, like, you're near and dear to this ancestor. You're the alchemist. I mean, good Lord, look how happy this is. So if you're wondering if they made it, yes. If you're wondering if they're happy, yes. And now they're in the spiritual realms. And when I do ancestry, an ancestor read, this is always a male spirit. This is a male spirit. He's now here as a spiritual guide for you. Some of you guys might want to make an altar. I mean, that some people may not like the idea of that, but if this was a recent passing, I mean, even if it was a long time ago, you can make little altars for them. And like if you have a hard time hearing them, it's a channel. So you just you may want to just Google, you know, how to do it and what you should and shouldn't put there. You want to put all 4 elements of the earth, okay? So yeah, and if you put like a food, like, so say if they had a favorite food or something, or candy, or you also want to put it where nobody can be around it. You're not going to want to put it where like pets are or where kids are. It's sacred. It's, you know, but when the food, you put it there and then you throw it away. You don't eat it. Okay. You don't, because it has death on it. So you don't want to consume the food. But if you have a hard time hearing, so if you're somebody who's watching and you're like, man, I wish I could like hear my ancestor, I wish I could connect. If you create an altar, Google what you should put as an altar to an ancestor, you can hear them. It'll help you hear them better. Okay. Because I see there, it looks like there's a little offering plate or something, but this person's holding on to you. Like they're saying, you're very near and dear to my heart. I treasure you here. Yeah, and they're letting you know that they see you. So you see how he's looking at that coin? Lets me know that this ancestor is watching you up close. They're where you are. Yeah, and they know that you're heartbroken over their crossing. This person knows that you are grieving. Yeah. You may be keeping this a secret from people too. You may not be telling people how hurt you are. But there you are. You're the high priestess. You're the secret keeper. Yeah, you're really emotional right now. Yeah, because of this tower. You're feeling the loss of this ancestor. You know, in the vice versa tarot, one of the sides of the tower talks about how we're just all flesh. And how that when death comes for us, it's like we all think we have control over our life. You know, we have the power to do what we want, this and this and this. And that card talks about, no, you don't. Like when God decides to strike you and it's your time to go, nothing can stop it. So you're feeling the loss of this. Yeah, and they want you to know that you're a completion. They've crossed, okay? They're happy. Yeah, they know that you're really sad here. They also, you don't see it yet because you're still in this mourning. You don't see that you have a soulmate behind you, so things are about to get better for you. And then here's that male ancestor. This is them. This is them. They've went through a death and a rebirth. And now here they are giving you enlightenment. They're helping you with enlightenment. They're giving you spiritual knowledge. You know, a lot of, look, they're at your house, by the way. So this ancestors that comes is at your home. So while you're watching this, just know that they're there. Also, you could be seeing the number 444. That's a sign from this ancestor. They're telling me that they've made it home. Okay, their foundation's complete. They're at home. They're at peace. But another thing, I want you to look at it this way. When you have an ancestor who crosses, especially like a parent or somebody that's really close to you, just to understand that you have a badass spirit guide next to you. I mean, badass. Nothing can touch you after that. Like, it's like because they love you, they adore you, and so they're willing to go to bat for you. Not saying that all ancestors don't, but it's different. It's more personal when you have a parent or like a best friend or somebody that you know that really, really loved you unconditionally, like a parent would, or if you were close with a parent. And whoever this reading's for, you were close with this parent. But you have a badass next to you now, guiding you, helping you. So look at it that way. Don't look at it as they're gone, because they're not. What did I say? What did I say? This ancestor will go to bat for you. They don't play no games about you. This is an ancestor who will fight anybody for you. If anybody comes to your home or tries to come mess up your peace or come mess up your stability, it's on sight. This ancestor's going to fuck them up. It's like, I hate to be so blunt, but that's what I'm seeing. And you're getting good news also about finances. This ancestor is giving you good news about money. So they're also giving you a financial gift here. You're going to receive a message about this, which we picked up on in the oracles earlier. And there you are, getting wish fulfillment. Back to the physical realms. You guys have got a lot of success. If you're being called to do spiritual work, get on it. Especially if you've lost somebody recently or, not that long ago. They're helping you. I mean, it could have even been up to 2-3 years ago. They've probably been pushing you. You're just, him-hawing around. You're going to be very successful. Also, when it comes to the physical realms, there's somebody coming in who wants to get your attention. They see that you're getting a lot of attention. And they view you as wish fulfillment. And they want to fight for you. Like, they're willing to fight the competition. Yeah, and you're being watched. So they're watching you here. Get this attention. This wish fulfillment, and they want to come in and offer you this long-term stability. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're going to have a choice to make because you got multiple people coming. Ooh, okay. Now, whoever this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is coming, you need to be careful because they could be like obsessed with you or possessive of you or have a toxic trait that you need to protect yourself from, because this is a need to protect yourself in the physical and the spiritual realms. And then here comes this King of Pentacles with the Devil energy. Yeah, and they want you tied to them. They're very attracted to you, and they're very protective over you too. But it could be like possessive type, But they're very protective over you. And they're also worried about you. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, they're worried that you're getting away from them. And they view you as their empress. Wow. So whoever the King of Pentacles is, they view you as their empress and they feel like they need to protect you. But they could have some toxic addictions or something that they need to let go of and break free from in order for y'all to be together. Because they're very possessive, I feel like, over you. But they could have like an addiction or alcohol or something that they need to overcome in order to have you. So this could be the Emperor, Empress. You have a divine counterpart coming, but they might need to break free from something first. So that was different. That was like, I guess somebody needed that. Oh my goodness. If this is the card, I don't know if this is the card or not. Wow, look what's at the bottom. Rest and renewal. See, this is the rebirth, dying and coming back to life. But if this is the one, I don't know if this is the... When the further gate shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and begin to walk towards your future. You are marching in place right now, stirring the dust but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination you've already set forth yourself but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of your everyday busyness. The further gate comes to tell you that at the ending... Oh my goodness. I just love you, God. It says to tell you that an ending is at hand and that you can leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Cross the threshold boldly and you will be rewarded. If you continue making time instead of moving, you will miss the opportunity. The gate is open. The next landscape of your life is within reach, but the window of time to pass through it grows shorter. Do not delay. A gift of the further gate is to bring you of the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. It is an invitation to a sacred passage, to new discovery, and both great challenges and opportunities. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself. You have been a farmer far too long, tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit for you. Time to put up the explorer hat once again. Look, 111. You guys are being initiated. If you know, dang it, that you've been called to do spiritual work and you're not doing it, get to doing it. This is a call for an initiation. Somebody needed to hear this. There's somebody watching and you know that it's time. I want to read this 25 because there's something to this. When the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, oh my goodness, actually summoned to return to the pleasure of Garden of Love. It is time to leave the field of battle. Put your sword away. There's nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate. Isn't it funny? There's a gate. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of wish-fulfilling trees and the scent of healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary, and it is time to rest deeply and be renewed. Go into the sacred garden alone, and there is no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really stop looking for the other. Enter by yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all of the thoughts behind. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. In the Garden of Venus, there is a still pond that shows your reflection when you stoop down to drink. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you have become. Rinse your face with the healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. The goddess of Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield, that you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. Holy shit. So you are supposed to go back, you're supposed to come in here to get renewed, okay? And then you're supposed to pick your sword up and then go back out into the battle and help others. Now, did you notice earlier in the reading how they positioned the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords? Those of you who have lost a male figure, He is telling you you're the Queen of Swords because you're supposed to go out into the battle and help others, reminding them who they are. You have a spiritual gift. And some of you are like, I don't even know how to start this gift, or I don't even know what to do. Just buy some oracle cards. If you don't understand tarot, that's fine. Just pick out, go to a store, go get some cards, oracle cards. That you can never go wrong with oracle cards. Or like the vice versa tarot, it comes with a book and it explains to you what is being said. But you have to learn to connect, okay? And like I said, if you've lost an ancestor and you believe you have a gift in like mediumship, but you're just not really hearing right, make an altar for them so that you can hear them. But you have gifts that you're supposed to be helping others. And this also reminds me, if you look at these two things, it reminds me of this ancestor walking through the gates and they're being renewed. It looks a lot like heaven to me. They're in a very happy place. There's even a heart right there. This ancestor might use like butterflies or hummingbirds, hawks, eagles, owls. Possibility for union, sky bridge. But you're being initiated, Sagittarius. Look, we have the lost compass, getting back to integrity. So getting back. What is that other card? The Watchers. Yeah, this right here is also, you're being watched over by them. They're trying to initiate you. You're being initiated. You could be seeing the number 111 a lot. It's a call to start. It's a call to the beginning. I'm also picking up on an elderly. You're, well, not real elderly, but you're over the age of 60, maybe close to 70. And you're like, well, what can I do? My life, I'm telling you, just helping somebody in any way that you can. Even if it's just to go to a nursing home and talk to, you know, somebody in there just to brighten up their day. There's so many things you can be called to do. And just start asking, and I promise you, your guides, these ancestors and God, will put people on your path to show you where you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to do. Like with me, I'll tell you an example of how I became a tarot card reader. I started having dreams about the white rabbit from Alice in the Wonderland. And he was always saying, tick tock, we're out of time, it's out of time. And I'm like, what is this rabbit saying? Like, why do I keep dreaming of this rabbit? And one day I was sitting at my best friend's house and her daughter was talking about TikTok. And I was like, TikTok? And she was talking about the app, TikTok. And that's where I started doing my original readings at, was TikTok. I just started doing like 3-minute videos because you got 3 minutes. Once the 3 minutes is over, you're up. So all you literally have to do is just talk for 3 minutes. And that's what I did. And then one day I heard a voice say, go to YouTube. They made me transition over to YouTube. So I still use TikTok every once in a while, but not like I used to. But I'm still on there. If you want to go look, NikiBoo'sTarot. Moral of the story is it's time to start. And look, this is number 8. So you're going to have finances to back you up once you start this, because everything's an equal give and exchange here in the matrix, in the universe. So, you know, if somebody wants your services, they'll pay you for it. Everything's energy. So get started, and then I can quit, you know, browbeating y'all about it. So let's roll y'all some dice. Look, there goes that Aries, that father, that ancestor energy. There's something about a male. It's a male. Aries, Taurus. See, you guys are also coming together with a divine counterpart here. I feel like this ancestors, if you are single, they're bringing you together with your person. So we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Sag. There goes that death and rebirth Scorpio energy. Leo, Aries, Cancer. Leo, Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Sag, Capricorn. That Leo, Virgo, Leo. And then here's a number for y'all. Well, that's a different one. 1166. So 1166 711 angel number. This could also be birth dates. And I do see 777 that came out in the reading the other day, because we have 6 plus 1 repeating. So 777 is here. And then we have 1111, 111. Got 111 here. So yeah, Google that. That's different. 1166 angel number. See what that says. Something about that, okay? So have a good one. Love you guys.